Hey everyone, Tally here, how's it going? So we're going to take a look at the Pendulum Editions deck that we showcased the other day, and we're going to have a quick combo tutorial on it. So we're going to give the deck a quick shuffle just to make sure everything's good and proper, and then we'll dive right into it. Okay, so cut the deck, there we go, and let's take a look at our opening hand. So we've actually got a really good opening hand here, so what we can do is we can Dragon Shrine first of all. Dragon Shrine is going to send our Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. Once Darkworm's sent to the graveyard while we have no monsters in the field, it lets me special summon it. Okay, and from there we get to search out a Gate 0, which serves a few purposes. It's a level 7 for our Absolute Vortex combo, and it's also a low scale, so if we need a low scale later on in the game, then we're pretty golden. Okay, and then from there we're going to use Chronograph Sorcerer to pop itself in scale, and that'll summon out Time Gazer. So we've now got our first Electromite for absolutely free. I say free, you know, when we actually finally find Time Gazer. There it is. So we've got them two. We're going to link this off. From here we're going to go into our first Electromite of the combo. This Electromite is going to send a DD Savant Kepler. Okay, the reason we're going to send Kepler is because it allows us to loop Chronograph a lot easier, and then by looping Chronograph, I'll show you what that means in just a second. But first of all, we're going to activate Dark Contract with the Gate. Dark Contract with the Gate searching out any DD monster, and we're going to add DD Savant Thomas. So Savant Thomas has a few purposes. Essentially, it's an Electromite target. By that I mean it allows us to pop it when it's in scale to get Electromite's effect, but it also adds Kepler back to hand. Okay, so we're going to do exactly that. So we're going to use Savant Thomas to add Kepler. We're going to pop Savant Thomas with Electromite, using Electromite's effect to add Chronograph. Chronograph's effect in hand activates, allowing us to summon that, plus another monster. When DD Savant Kepler is summoned, we get to add another Dark Contract with the Gate. And then for Electromite, we will draw one once we've shuffled. And we've got a Purple Poison Magician. Okay, from here, we're going to first of all go into our second Electromite. And with this Electromite, we're going to send one of our level 7s. I think we're going to go ahead and send DD Leonidas, or DDD Rebel King Leonidas. There we go, so we're loading up a graveyard with our level 7s as well now. And now we've got a low scale and a high scale, 2 level 7s, so we've got our Vortex guaranteed. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to... yeah, this will be good. So we're going to pop our Dark Contract with the Gate with Electromite to add our Chronograph Sorcerer again. Chronograph Sorcerer again allows us to special summon it and another monster. So we're going to go with our other Purple Poison Magician. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and link these 3 cards off. Now, normally you can go into 3 Electromites for maximum consistency, but what I want to do in this case is I don't want to overextend myself, so I want to save an Electromite just in case we need a comeback play. We can set our scales, and then we can Pendulum Summon. So from our hands, we're going to go with Supreme King Gate 0. From our extra deck, we're going to have DDD Rebel King Leonidas. And we've got a few spaces as well for fodder to go into our next link summon, so we can just go ahead and summon out these two, because why not? Okay, and then from here we're going to overlay these guys into Odd Eye's Absolute Dragon. Absolute Dragon, when it leaves the field, we get to special out another Odd Eyes from our deck. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to link this guy off, and these two bad boys, along with our Electromite. Yep, that's fine, sorry, I had a complete mind melt there. And to Nightmare Griffin. Because Absolute left the field, we also get Odd Eye's Vortex Dragon. So with this combo you can pretty consistently make it. We've got an Omni Negate and a Bounce, and their special summon monsters cannot activate their effects. But Nightmare Griffin also lets us do one other thing. So when it's link summoned, we can discard a card and take one spell that was in our graveyard and set it. I don't think it really matters, but what we're using it to do is to facilitate the draw effect. So because it was co-linked when this effect was activated, we get another Dragon Shrine. So we've actually got 2 Dragon Shrines, pretty pointless, but oh well, can help us thin out our deck. So let's look on the bright side of things. This deck pretty much can fairly consistently make this combo. Only downside is it is exactly 3 monsters, right? So it will die to Wrath Sphere mode. But how many people main Wrath Sphere mode, right? So you don't have to worry about that going into game 1. As long as you win the die roll, you've pretty much won, unless you're running up against some sort of really weird, janky-ass deck. But don't worry about that. Just focus on the fact that you're going to be winning pretty much all of your games with this combo, right? So we've got a Bounce for Firewall, a Skill Drain, and an Omni Negate. Okay. So, I'm really happy with this board. We've also got our Black Fang Magician, we've got our Purple Poison Magician, and if we do want to go into our second Electromite next turn, we can abuse those as well. So, I'm really happy with that board. If you guys are happy enough with that board, which I know you are because this board is awesome, we're going to head to the outro. Okay, so again, I would like to sincerely thank you guys for tuning in today. I completely love Pendulum Magicians, even though I'm going to be taking a tiny little break from it to test out my new hero build, which I'll hopefully be bringing to you guys very soon. It's going to be absolutely broken and unfair, but moving back onto Pendulum Magicians, it is one of my most favourite decks. It is the deck that got me back into the game, so I will always be happy for Pendulum Magicians as long as they're sticking around, and as long as they're sticking around I will be trying to make them as great as they can. But again, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you loved it, give it a share, and as usual, tell all the cool kids, the mailman, and whoever you want. You've been fantastic. I've been Tally. Catch you later.